my space. So let's walk in the door. So the door was put on yesterday. Okay, so excuse them, not perfect, but it's my new lights, dream catcher. Okay, still lots to be done. Let's try and get some warmth in here. Okay, so this is walking into a tarot space. So this is behind the scenes.
I'm preparing myself for you guys. Yeah, I'm eating again. Right, hello, welcome. Okay, so let me just give me a second to just get a few things done. I've had a bit of a rushed morning, had to do one of my procrastination jobs that needed to be doing, of course. One of the things when you sort of live sort of semi-off grid, one of the jobs that I keep putting off and need to be done. So, right, let me just get sorted. So for those that have already, who were here early, you would have just seen the video of my space, yay, which is finally sort of getting sorted. I've got to wait another couple of weeks for the next lot of stuff to get done, but getting there. My brother's done an amazing job. So we're just lighting the incense. So yeah, just give us a second and I'll get this list going. Don't forget, those that donate today do go in the drawer for a free 30-minute reading. I have selected a couple of people from the different days. So I'm just waiting to see if these people turn up. If these people turn up, I'll let them know that they have a free 30-minute reading. And you could also be in the draw for a free 30-minute reading if you donate today. Right, let's get this banner done. Okay, so let's have a look at this free list. Okay, oops, so let's have a look at this free list. Now, sunflower, I was speaking to earlier. I don't know if Tarot Cat's here. Aldona, Mary, Sasha, Rashima. Okay, so this is the list that I have at the moment. Right, so Sunflower, Tarot Cat, Alan, Aldona. So if I can just have your questions, that would be really good. Okay, so just pause, just have your, oops, silence that. Okay. Let's sort this out. The chat scan app from Tarot Oracle. so let's start that. Right, and Fire Fairy. Yes, Fire Fairy, I will add you, no worries. I'll just do you in the next list. Don't worry, you'll be in the next list as I go through them all. So we just need questions from Sunflower, Tarot Cat, Ellen, Aldona, Mary, Sasha, and Rashima. So if I can have questions from them, I'll just do them in random order. But everybody, all good, you made it back. Stacey, welcome, welcome. I hope you liked the photos I sent you last night. Right, so I'm just going to grab the Gilded Tarot Royale to start with. Just sort of grab some decks out. I haven't even done that this morning. So I'm just waiting for some questions. And we'll do everybody on the list. It might not be in any particular order, but they will be done. Okay. So we'll do some. Right. So let me start from the beginning. We've got Aldona, which has got a general for August. Whew. Right, general for August. Okay, what's happening? Oh, straight away we get the Lovers card coming up. So there's a lot of choices. It could be about relationships. Okay, it's all about using your skills and your abilities to work through whatever's going on in regards to the questions or the choices that you've got to make in regards to the relationship. Okay, so Aldona, I think it's very important for you to look at where you are in regards to relationships that you've got in your life in whatever way that actually is. Okay, so really important for you to look at where you're going, what's possible in regards to using your skills and your abilities. Okay, so very, very important for you to look at in regards to choices that you've got to be made, they've got to be made in regards to relationships. Now, the relationships can be all sorts of relationships. Okay, so just something to sort of think about for August, and the choices that you've got to make, and using your skills and your abilities to do so. Trust in your own abilities, trust in your own knowledge, trust in your own skills. That's really important there. Okay, so the Sunflower, Tarot Cat, love the room. Thanks, Stacey. Thanks, Stacey. Better question. That's a good one. And Ellen, I'll come back to you. And Rashima. Right, what do I need to do to help my financial situation better? Oh, good question. Okay, so I'm going to use Tarot Decorative. Okay, so what do you need to do to help your financial situation? What do you need to do to help your financial situation? Whoa, gee, talk about pulling the cards out of the pack, so to speak. Okay, so Stacey. Right, let's have a look. What have I got? I've got no idea. 5 cards flew out. They actually took me. So there's all about a shift. There's about shifting. There's about moving on. It's all about allowing yourself to make some changes that you need to do for yourself. I feel like you're moving into new cycles. You're opening yourself up to loving, to your feelings, to your emotions, opening yourself up to your own emotions, acknowledging where you actually are. That's going to be really important in regards to your finances here. it's like I know that you're dissatisfied with the way things are right now. Okay, I know that you're dissatisfied. That's just confirmation there. Here we get things moving quite quickly. I feel like you're moving. I feel like you're going to trust your intuition. It's like you're going to move, get a little bit creative and move forward quite quickly once you make those decisions. Stacey, I'm getting a lot about you sort of making some huge changes. I do feel like there's a huge shift in the way that you do things. I do feel like it's going to be you moving forward here. It's a lot about your experiences. It's all about the knowledge that you've gained. I do feel like there's a lot of knowledge and things coming up here. So you're opening yourself up to your emotions, to your how you feel. Okay, so that's going to be really, really important here. I do feel like I know that you're dissatisfied. So you're going to be looking at things from a new perspective. Looking at things from a new angle. It's about acknowledging your feelings, creating some stability in your emotions, which is really important. Things moving quite quickly here. It does feel like things are quite intense. So things are going to move quite quickly once you have that clear head to be able to sort of create that sense of stability in your emotions. I do feel like you're moving on. It's just putting that plan into action. I do feel like there's that putting that plan into action. And it all comes from the knowledge that you've gained. It's all coming from that meditation, that reflection, that contemplation about where you want to go, Stacey. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I definitely feel like you're moving on. It definitely feels like there's a shift, and whether that's, you know, mentally and emotional, a lot of it's emotions. I do feel like there's quite a lot of emotions going on. It's quite a big impact here with your major arcanas. So yeah, I do feel like there's a sense of moving on. Right. Let's have a look here. Okay. Serenata, I will add you. Right. Alan, a general. Okay. A general. And I'm using the steampunk, Victorian steampunk tarot. Right, a general for Alan. What's going on for Alan right now? That's important for her. That's important. 22. Yay. So yes, happy birthday, Alan. So 22. So what are you? The 5th of the 8th. So 5 and 8 are 13. So this year for you, 5 and 8. Sorry, 5 and 8. 13. Oh, it's the year of the sun for you. Okay, so, well, celebration is your first card coming out. You got 4 of Moss. 4 of Moss is all about celebrating. Ooh. Celebrating. And it's also, remember to take some time out for yourself. Don't forget to take some time out for yourself as well. and to plan and strategize and where you want to go before you move into any sort of battles or anything like that. So any sort of conflict, you know, you're moving ahead with a sense of, you'll feel like you're rushing ahead. You're rushing ahead into something, so just be aware of that. So yeah, just remember, it's about celebrating. Taking some time out for you is super important here. That's really a reminder, Ellen, just to sort of, you know, you're celebrating things. Remember, this is your day. This is about you, taking care of you, contemplating where you're going. Oh, Nina, thank you, thank you. And so you're able to sort of feel like you're rushing ahead. You know, just be careful about rushing ahead. You're moving ahead. It does feel like there's a lot of plans, a lot of things going on. So just take a moment to reflect on where you're headed. You're rushing. Rushing into. Don't know. Right. So, Nina. Thank you for the donation, Nina. So I'm going to go and I'm going to do the donations, and then I'll be back on the free list. So I've got Rashima. So on the free list that I haven't done was Sunflower, of course. Mary, Sasha, and Rashima. So, and then I will continue. So, Nina. Thank you very much for the donation, Nina. Muchly appreciated. Whatever message they've got for you. Right, Nina, let's have a look. Let's use feel like, oh, this is going to be a little bit different. Oh, Nina, you've also gone in the draw for your 30-minute pre-reading, of course. So where are we? That's what I want. Sorry, I'm just grabbing some cards for Nina's reading. Oh, now Nina's a fantastic supporter. Thank you, Nina. Muchly, muchly, muchly appreciated. So, right. So, what I'm going to use is the Angel Tarot by Travis McHenry. Now, I'm actually going to use his Occult Tarot as well. As we look at the different aspects of a bit of a yin and yang type reading. Okay, and because of that, I'm just doing a little bit of extra with Nina's reading. Oh, takes a minute to get everything out of the boxes. I'm actually going to use the Fallen Angel. Okay, let's have a look. And the Angel Oracle. Right, so we're looking at a bit of a yin and yang energy here. So let's have a look. What message do we have for Nina as we look at what's... Whoa, okay, so we looked at what's popped out. And we have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is all about a sense of truth. Okay, so it's all about expecting the truth and everything like this. And here we have Lotus. Lotus is about giving answers of past, present, and future it reconciles with friends and foes. But it's very much, I feel it's very much about the truth of the situation. It feels like you're always seeking the truth of what's going on. So that's your thing that you seem to sort of, it's a real thing with you that you just have to always, I feel like you need to always have the answers, so to speak, in a good way. Not everyone would agree, of course, but there's a lot of whys and a lot of necessary. Okay, so we're looking at answers. It's like you're seeking the truth. You're a truth seeker. You're definitely one for seeking the truth about what's going on here. So we have this sense of, okay, it's allowing yourself to live in peace with everyone. You're someone who sort of gets on with everybody else, that sense of celebrating life for what it is. Okay, so you're always seeking the truth and you're always wanting a sense of inner peace with what's going on for you. So that's a really important aspect here. So again, we get the sense of okay, haven't quite finished yet. So you've got that sense of always looking for the truth as you're sort of wanting, you know, and you're such a good person. There is that sense of living in peace with everybody. There is that one of sort of good. So let's have a look at Fallen Angel. Okay, you've got Andrus, and there may be some conflicts going on. Now, that could be conflicts within your own mind. I do feel like you sometimes feel quite conflicted about things that are going on for you. So you got that sense of feeling conflicted. Okay. So with Archangel Michael, it's interesting. I stand for justice, truth, and I live from my integrity. Again, you get that sense of truth, trying to find a sense of inner peace, and it all comes from your own sense of integrity. And it wants you to remind you that this is a really important factor for you to acknowledge that within yourself. And this is a good thing. This is a really good thing. And so no matter what anybody else says, it's about you standing in your own power, which is quite important here. It's about you standing in your own power. So, Angel, let's give us a final. Ooh. Okay, here we've got the Emperor. Okay, so this is really about you standing in your own power. It's you standing for your own authoritative figure. Okay, and allowing you to sort of feel protected from other people's negativity. And we have Michael here, which is like unto God. He's political authority, gives safe travels and protects against conspiracies. But I do feel it's very much about being in control of your own journey. So this is an acknowledgement about you being a leader, you being an authoritative figure. I do feel like you have that sense of really being in control with who you are. Okay, so I really want to, so I think that's really important for you to really acknowledge this and really stand in your own power and know that it's no matter what anybody else says, it's because you're living with integrity that allows you to move forward in your journey. So just really stand in your own power. Really allow yourself to really acknowledge who you are as an individual, and that it's good to be always seeking the truth, always looking for the truth of it, because that's about your integrity. Okay, so that's really important here. So I hope that sort of resonates with you, sort of gives you that little bit of a sense of where you're at and what's going on for you. So, Nina, yeah. Let me just put these cards away, because if I don't do it, being in such a small space, everything goes haywire. So yeah, I felt that was really important for you. And that's how I like working with different decks, working with them together. Sort of, it's quite cool the way they sort of give you that confirmation about where you're going and what's going on for you. So let me just move those over. Close that down. Oh. Right. Whoops. Don't put things away. Right. So you only need to type your message in once. I do have a chat scan app from Tarot Oracle, which will tell me exactly what your question is without having to retype it, which is really good. And I'm still doing my original free list. So I am up to Rashima. And let me go back to that. Indeed. Right. So I was doing paid readings there, and this is what I'm up to now. Okay, so this is the free list that I'm doing at the moment. So Mary, Sasha, and Rashima. Okay, so sorry, who was I doing first? Mary. Did she put in a question here? No, just hello. I'm waiting for some questions. Sasha to be added, and Rashima. Okay, now I did see Rashima's question. What is good is coming towards me in August, October months. Okay, so let me find that question. Rashima. Okay, so take a nice deep breath. Let's have a look. Yeah, just go through the chat scan and it sort of tells me who's got a question. So you only need to type it in once. You don't need to spam the chat at all. Okay, so let's do the field tarot. Okay. Okay, so I can only do so many people at a time, so just please be patient. Okay, so you know who I'm doing on the free list at the moment, so I'm just waiting and then I'll do the next lot there. So Rashima, what have I got for you? It's all about this shift, this movement forward. I do feel like there is a lot of movement going on for you. I do feel like you're moving August to October. It does feel like there's a lot of movement for you. It does feel like you're going through. And it's interesting because the 4 of Wands seem to be stalking us all today. So it's a reminder that we can celebrate who we are and celebrate our life. Celebrate the moving forward, acknowledging and celebrating as we move through the changes that we need to take in our life. This is a really good reminder for us to just take a moment and enjoy with friends or family and celebrate who we are, celebrate who we're with, celebrate life in general as we move forward. So this is a really strong remembrance to Rashima, to just take a moment to, in August and October, to, as you go through the changes and go through the moving forward, that you take time to celebrate. I don't know if you've got any big celebrations coming up between August and October, but there's definitely a connection here. Okay, so this is really something that you can take. I don't feel like you've got some big celebration coming up August, October, as you go through some big changes and things going on for you. Okay, so I think I've done those that have left me a message with these readings that I've asked for questions. Right, so next lot. So I'm waiting for like Sasha and Mary. If you're from the first list and you haven't had your reading, please type in your question. Okay. Next. Okay, so the next lot of people I've got here, let me go through. So I've got Fire Fairy. Let me just type in this next lot of free list. Fire Fairy. Okay. SERENATA. I've got your question there. RAMATA. Okay, so I'm just writing up everybody's name, so just give me a minute. Okay. This is the next free list. Don't forget, those that donate today also go in the draw for a free 30-minute free reading, video reading, video chat if you want. A free 30-minute reading. If you donate today, you do go in the draw for it. Okay. So this is the next free list. Fire Fairy, Serenata, Ramadana, Kai, You Not That Girl, Fashionista, and Marwa. Right, so let me just check my chat scan to see where we're at in regards to questions. Okay, Fire Fairy. Just want to be added. Serenata, Chaos. What's coming towards you in terms of financial? Okay. Financial. I will add, I may not have time today. We'll just see how we go. I'm just doing this next lot of free readings. I'm in New Zealand, by the way, and it is 10:19 a.m. on a Friday morning. 10:20 on a Friday morning. Yep. May I have a free reading? I will maybe just see how we get on. Yes, in New Zealand we're Friday. Right, Serenata. Let's do this reading. So Serenata, sorry, I'll just see how we go with timing. This is what's on the list at the moment. We'll see how we go for time. If I don't get a chance to do it today, leave a comment. It's Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday where you are. It's Friday where I am. That's right. So yeah. So I'll try and get to all the readings. If I don't get a chance today, I will make sure you leave a comment below, and I will do some readings then. I'll do some readings later. So I'll do a separate video for those that I missed today. Okay, so what's coming with terms? Oops, financial. So let's use Moon Babies Tarot. Finances. So let's have a look. What's coming in the way of money? Finances. Finances. I mean, I'll try, but if I don't do it today, if I don't do it this morning, I'll do it later, but I'll do a separate video. So just make sure you write your comments in down below, because I run out of time. What's coming towards you in the terms of finances? If you want to guarantee a reading, don't forget donations, and you can go in the draw for a free 30-minute reading. What's coming in the terms of financial life? So what's finances for? Oh, it feels like things are good. Things are positive. Things are positive for you. It's all about moderation. So making sure that your outgoings is not more than your income. It's making sure that you're not excessive in your spending, making sure that you budget, you do things like that. It's very much, things can really look up for you financially as long as you sort of take the necessary needs. Okay, so really important for you just to know that things can look really, really positive for you. Things can be really, really good as long as you're not in excessive spending. Okay, so it's really about now trying to curb your spending, making sure that you budget, put away a few dollars every week. You know, make sure you're not in excess of your spending, and you can have a really good financial budget. It's all about making sure that you are budgeting as much as you can, even if it means putting away $1 or $2. Yes, Fire Fairy, please type in your question. I've been waiting for your question, Fire Fairy. Okay, so yeah, really important for you just to make sure that you curb your spending, making sure you're budgeting, even if you're putting away $1 a week or $2 a week or something like that, and you'll find it starts to sort of build up as much as you can. I find if I'm putting away $5 a week into a separate account, you know, a cup of coffee sort of price, it sort of adds up after a while, and that sort of gives me a little bit of extra money, that sort of stuff. So really important for you just to make sure that you're not excessive in what you're spending, you're budgeting, and things are going to really look up for you. I do feel like with the Sun card here that things are coming into a much more positive energy. Okay, so it's really important for you just to make sure that you curb, making sure that you check what you're spending, check your budgets, making sure that you're doing all, you know, you're not in excess of anything, and you're going to have a really good financial time. Okay, so that's really important here. So Fire Fairy. Okay, so let's hide this Serenata here. So hopefully that helps. You there? So yeah, Fire Fairy. And so these are on the list. If you're on the list, make sure that you've typed your question in once. That's all you need to do. You don't need to retype your question. So those on the free list is what I'm doing at the moment. Everybody else, no more questions to come through. Only those on the list to make sure that your questions are done. Anyone else that comes in, make sure that you leave a comment after the chat in the comments down below after the chat. Then I'll do a separate video for those that do want a reading. Okay, so in regards to that, let me do, can you become a physical healer? Okay, this one I think would be a good oh, Herb Crafters. Oh, I already got that out. Herb Crafters Tarot. This is about what do you need to do to become a physical healer. Now, are you talking about like Reiki, or it's all about being able to, there are things that you can definitely do to become a physical, anyone can become a physical healer, but it's all about your commitment. It's all about your work involved. So hi Queen Libra, hi Bells Bubbles. Thank you for liking and subbing. Now I'm only doing a few free tarot readings now. If you want your reading, your donations. Okay, can you become a physical healer? Oh, you can do Reiki already? Well, what level Reiki are you on? Are you Reiki 1, Reiki 2? Have you done your Reiki 3? Reiki should be strong enough. Yeah, Reiki is a healer. Oh, no. You'll never be, when you're a physical healer, the only curing you could do is, look, you can ease the pain, you can do the well-being. You cannot become, I would never say you're going to cure anything. Okay, even a doctor doesn't say they're going to cure everything. Oh, level 1. Okay, well, you need to continue with your Reiki. You need to be, you need to Reiki 2, Reiki 3. You do, if you're Reiki 1, it's only a very, it's a good healing. You'll never cure. Okay, being a physical healer is a cure. You can never cure. Okay, a healer, even a physical healer, never says that they can cure everything. That's leading yourself up for medical issues. So you can be the best physical healer. It's all about your commitment. I think you need to be very careful about what you say here. Okay, so the first card we have here is Four of Water. So I do feel like you're dissatisfied with life. You're a little bit bored. I feel like you're missing out on opportunities. You are missing out on other opportunities in some way. It's all about making sure you have the sense of balance, okay, within yourself. But we've got the Justice card here, so it's all about legalities as well. I think you need to be very careful about your legalities. Fire Fairy, you need to be very careful about your legal aspects of what you're expecting and what you say, okay? With, you need to, either build up on your Reiki, or you need to go and get a medical degree if you want to do something more, a naturopath. All those things are possible, but you need to look at the legalities of the situation. Legal stuff, very, very important here. Oh, it's for yourself? Well, you can, again, it's that sense of finding a sense of equilibrium or balance. No, because you're a Reiki 1. Reiki 2, Reiki 3, you start building. You need to sort of practice. You need to start doing a lot more. If you want to build up your Reiki practice, you need to start doing not just your self-healing, but making sure you're doing Reiki for other people as well. Having the confidence in yourself, but having that sense of equilibrium, that sense of balance. Being centered. Yeah, equilibrium, balance, being centered, being grounded. Super important here. Really, really important here. So yeah, finding a sense of equilibrium, finding a sense of balance. But I do feel that you need to be very careful about legalities if you're talking about curing or anything like that. But if you're talking about healing for yourself, it's definitely about finding a sense of equilibrium, a sense of balance within yourself. Okay, and that's the way you're going to. And if you want to, and you need to. That's the way to improve your own. With Reiki or any other healing modality that you choose to use for well-being. Yeah. So that's it there. So hopefully that's sort of giving you a little bit of answers there. Okay, so let's have a look on the list. Okay, so Ramadana. Okay, this is who I'm doing at the moment. Ramadana, Kai, You Not That Girl, Fashionista, and Marwa. Okay, so let's have a look at Ramadana. See what your question is. No question for Ramadana? Kai? Who is Adam currently eating out with or spending time with? Okay, who is Adam? Ramadana? Oh, and Kai. Sorry, Kai. I was waiting for Ramadana, but I didn't get a message from there. Hi, Blueberry. Oh, I'm not accepting any new readings at the moment. I'm just doing this free list at this time. If anyone wants a reading after the stream, they can leave a comment down below after the video. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's use this, my favorite rider deck. Right. Okay. So yeah, sorry if you want a reading and you want it quickly, don't forget donations will take priority. And if you donate today, you go in the draw for a free 30-minute reading for the donations. A free 30-minute reading for those that donate today. Right, who's Adam currently eating out with? Let's have a look. Who is Adam currently eating out with? Okay. Who is Adam currently eating out with? Feels like a spiritual connection. Feels like someone they've got a spiritual connection with, someone that they're at ease with, someone that they can celebrate life with. So it does feel like it's somebody that they have real strong spiritual connection with, someone that they can celebrate life with. It doesn't necessarily mean romantic as such, but there's definitely a strong connection there. Someone that is someone that they're very connected with spiritually. Okay, and I think the only way you're going to know who is if you talk to them, talk to Adam, communicate. It's definitely a lack of communication there. So it's somebody that they're spiritually connected to, someone they're a very strong connection. Okay, so next on the list was, okay, this is on the list, Ramadana and Kai, which I just did, and You Not That Girl. So let me just do You Not That Girl one. You Not That Girl. Let's do your question. Okay, so how will the outcome be when Capricorn sees my voicemail? Oh, interesting. So let's have a look here. Voicemail deck. Let's have a look. I actually feel like Universal Celtic. Don't know why, but that sort of came up right. Let's have a look. What will be the outcome when Capricorn sees my voicemail? Here's my voicemail. First card we have here is Knight of Wands. So there's definitely a movement forward. Definitely a movement forward. Definitely feels like in a quite with creative energy, a sense of passion. So it does feel like there's a sense of moving forward in the situation. There is that sense of giving. So it feels like you'll receive something. Feels like you'll receive something. There's going to be some movement forward, and you'll receive something in return. Does feel like you'll receive something in return. Oh, thanks, Tarot Cat. Thanks, Stacey. Well, thank you very much. Muchly appreciated you being here. Take care, hun. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so I do feel like there's going to be some movement forward. You're not that girl. I do feel like there's going to be some movement forward in the situation. I do feel like you're going to receive something in return. I do feel like you're going to receive a message in return, receive something in return. So, yeah, reaching out to you in some way. So it does feel very positive energy. It does feel very positive and upbeat. Okay, so you will receive something in return. Okay, so next on the list is I've got Fashionista. Fashionista. Oh, good question. Okay, you wanted talking about a better job. How do you get a better job soon? You keep getting denied. Okay, the reason why you're getting denied is because they're not the best job out there for you, obviously. So let's have a look at actually I'm getting very much a bit of a Starman Tarot energy here. So a better job soon. So what lies ahead in regards to career-wise for Fashionista, for Kelsey? Right, this one's popping out here. Here we've got Four of Swords. So this is your time to reflect and contemplate on what you truly want. It's about being able to manifest what you truly want, being able to have the sense of stability of the mind, enabling you to build some foundations on an idea, looking at yourself for the job. Okay, and I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. There is going to be an enabling you to actually achieve what you want. So yes, you'll get a job soon, but it's all about your focus. Okay, so it's all about your focus, Fashionista or Kelsey. It's all about being able to sort of focus on, contemplate on what do you truly want. Reflect, take a moment to look at the job that you're applying for. Do you have the skills? Do you have the qualifications? Do you have what they're looking for? Have you written up your CV in the best possible light? Doing a cover letter saying the reason why you think you'd be good for the job. So I think a lot of it is to do with the maybe a cover letter could be really important to your job, but I do feel like you're going to have a breakthrough. There is going to be a sense of, once you've got that clarity about the job that you're going for you're finding yourself in a sense of alignment, which is really important here. And that's all about them taking the time to reflect and contemplate on the direction that you're wanting to move in regards to the job situation. But I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. I do feel like you're going to get a better job soon. It does feel like the right job. The reason why you've been denied those other jobs is because this job is coming up. And so the universe didn't want you being in any of those other jobs. So this is why this job's coming up for you. So I do feel like you're going to get something better, but it's all about your contemplation, reflection, looking at what lies ahead for you. Okay, so this is really important. Just take a moment to take a deep breath and contemplate the job that you actually want, and make sure that you've got your CV done, you've written a cover letter and why you think you'd be the best person for the job, making sure you dress correctly for the job when you go for the interviews, all those things. But I do feel like there's going to be a breakthrough. I do feel like you're going to get a better job soon. Something more in your line with your skills and your abilities. Okay, so looking at the time, I do want to get myself sorted. So where are we at? Okay, so Marwa, so let's do your question next. Oops, I just went straight past it, didn't I? So you want a general? Okay. Okay, general. Let's have a look. General. Let's do the Meraki Tarot. Oh, not that one. The Meraki, there it is. I had that in my head. Right. General. There it is. Okay, the first card we have here is the Hierophant. So I do feel like it's very much about, it's interesting because we have the Hierophant and we have the Hermit. So it's very much about meditation, reflection, your knowledge, your spirituality. It's all about your faith, your beliefs. It's very much about standing in your own power, in your own beliefs, your own spirituality. Being able to have that sense of meditation and reflection is going to be really, really important for you as you move ahead. It does feel like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't know if you're dealing with any religious issues at the moment or any spirituality. It does feel like there's a lot of knowledge gained through this, a lot of learning and development within yourself, which is quite important. It does feel like you're gaining some knowledge in this journey. And it's quite interesting here because we've got owls on both cards, which is interesting here. So owls is about wisdom and knowledge gained. Okay, so that's really important here. So it's a lot about knowledge, a lot about wisdom, a lot about communication, being able to communicate clearly in what lies ahead for you spiritually in your own faith, your own belief. Being able to communicate that clearly is important as well. So yeah, I do feel like there's a lot about your own spirituality, your own faith. Okay. So let's have a look. Yeah, take a moment to sort of acknowledge. And I feel like there's a very much of a yin and yang energy, a day and night sort of energy here. So there's very much about trying to consolidate what's going on, reconcile the energies that's happening around you as well. Seems quite important, Marwa. Okay, so that's it from there. Let's have a look-see at what I've got here. So, those that were on the free list that I haven't done a reading for. Ramadana. And there might have been a few other people on the other list that I haven't done readings for. Right, so how am I going for time? I've got about another 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So let me have a look and see who's on the next list. Let me have a look. So let me type up this free list. And these people, if I don't do your reading today, you can write in the comments down below after the stream. So if you haven't, so I may do a bit of a skizzy here. Okay, so I'm just writing up everyone. So if I don't do your reading now, I will go through and do a separate video because you only have to type your question up once, and I've got a chat program that I can go through and check. So I may do your reading later. Okay, so I'm just going through. Right, and okay, Sophie, I may not have time to do your reading now, but I have added you. And so I can, if you've typed in your question, I can do a separate video because of the chat program that I have. Okay, so even though I've added everyone to the list, I'm not going to do everyone's reading. So I'm starting with M. If M's typed in her question, oh. So this is the list. Now, I'm not going to get time's running out. So I want you to think very carefully about your question, and put it in the chats down, comments down below, or you can leave it in chat and I can check it. But let's have a look. I've got a few more minutes to do a few more readings. So let me have a look. And you want to think about something that's going to empower you. How, what, why, what's going to allow you to move forward, thinking about yourself. How do you improve your life? So knowing this question, is it going to really bring you moving forward? So, crush Virgo. So are you talking? Are you communicating? It's going to be a long journey. Okay, this is going to be a long journey. This is not something happen. It's interesting because the star card comes up. So it does talk about a sense of, you've got this energy that's very long, very grounded, very I'm also getting the word materialistic. So I'm just not, don't know whether he's a materialistic type of person, or whether M thinks that, whether your Virgo thinks that you are materialist. You asked, what does your crush Virgo JK think about you? And it does talk about wishing. Doesn't mean that it's going to be a wish fulfilled, but it does talk about wishing for something, longing for something to happen. Okay, so it's not a very it's a very long journey. It's something that's not going to happen straight away. Does feel like there's just a lot of stuff going on, sort of a lot of wishing going on. But it's not very clear about how they actually feel, or, you know, it's not about that. It's more about, it just feels like it's a long journey. It's like the sense of there's some wishing going on, but I don't know what the wishing's about. It's not giving a very clear picture in regards to how they actually think about you. It's more about that this is going to be a long journey. This is something, you know, what do you need to know in regards to the crush Virgo thinking about you as such thing? Just feels like it's going to be a long journey, a hard slog. And it's wishing, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't feel it's going to be a wish fulfilled, because it's so long. I think it's time for you to start thinking about what makes you happy, what allows you to sort of move forward on your journey. I feel you being very stuck. I don't think that was... Okay, let's have a look. Who did I do on the list? Reiki. Let's have a look. What did Reiki do? Has Reiki got any questions? Nope. Queen Libra. Okay, should have been more than that. Why is it not picking up the rest of your questions, Queen Libra? Oh, it doesn't always come through. Is Kevin mad at what I text him? Just keeping an eye on the time. I've got, what, another 5 minutes? Is Kevin mad at me? Let's have a look. Let's do the Crystal Power Tarot. Is Kevin mad? How is Kevin feeling in regards to the text? How is Kevin mad in regards to the text? I feel like he's trying to choose his battles wisely. He's trying to decide whether to respond. He's thinking about it. He's reflecting on it. He's trying to strategize with what's going on here. He's trying to find a sense of balance in his own emotions. I feel like he wants to be balanced emotionally before he, I think he was a little bit furious going into it, but I feel like he's trying to find himself a sense of balance. He is trying to balance out his emotions at the moment before he contacts you. So before he makes that contact, yes, he was mad, but he's trying to calm down. He's trying to get himself a bit more in a sense of balance emotionally before he contacts you in any way. So you give him some space. Okay, but bubbles. Okay, and then blueberry. No, she didn't type in a question. She just asked. That's it. I was just going to see her. I wasn't sure where I was at. Okay, so what I'm going to do, Sophie, I'll do your question because it's sitting right there, and then that'll be me. That'll be the last reading. So let me just type this in. I didn't even do that last reading, ending soon. Okay, so anyone else, I'm going to make sure that you've typed your question in. If not, leave the question after the thing. So let's have a look. What future holds for Sophie and Daniel? What's their connection? Is there marriage? Will there be? What's the commitment? What's their commitment to each other? Okay, you've got Six of Swords here. Six of Swords tells us that there is definitely some movement within the relationship into smoother water. There is definitely some movement going on within the relationship. Wow. Definitely feels as though there could be a commitment to the relationship. Sorry, Shweta, I've finished reading. I've got to get going. I've got some things that I need to do today. It's quite a big day for me. So if you just leave your comment down below after the readings, and I will write them up. I will do a separate video. Okay, Sophie, so it does feel as though there is definitely a commitment to the relationship. There's definitely some shifting, some movement going on, and it does feel like there is a commitment of some sort coming up. So just be patient, enjoy the journey along the way. So yeah, definitely feels like there's a commitment there with the relationship. Right, so that's it for me. I've got to get going. So for those that didn't know, so that's it. So I am going to add this to the stream.
My space. So let's walk in the door. So the door was put on yesterday. So, excuse them, not perfect, but it's my new lights, dream catcher. Still lots to be done. Let's try and get some warmth in here. Okay, so this is walking into a tarot space. So this is behind the scenes.
I'm preparing myself for you guys.